Hey folks, back for another Modern League here with Jund. Gonna run the same list as the last one. We've got one copy of Grim Lavamancer in the main. I want to point out that that card was pretty good in the last league that we did. Thinking about going up to a second even, but not sure yet. And again, we've got Bitter Blossoms rather than Dark Confidants. We've got Trackers and Huntmasters in the spot of Bloodbraids. And in the sideboard, the latest change that we've made so far is that we're running like a couple of Pyroclasm/Pyroclasm effects in the sideboard to fight humans and other small creature decks. And so, yeah, that's about it. We're going to head right into round one. Alright, we're here for round one. This is kind of an awkward hand, but I think it's a keep. I don't like hands that don't have threats. The Raging Ravine kind of counts as a threat. Score Tribe Scout is a little disconcerting. I think it's pretty important that we Fatal Push that thing right now. But also, alternatively, we could Inquisition and make sure that we can hit a potential Amulet of Vigor. Both of those I really want to have not be on the table. I think more importantly, we should Inquisition. Or I think it's more important for us to Inquisition right now. Ballista Summoner's Pact to get a Titan in hand. Sure. Sounds good. Just because Amulet of Vigor does so much for them if they have it on the first turn. Two mana for a Walking Ballista for one. Okay. Bitter Blossom, not great in the face of Walking Ballista, so we're probably going to be using our Fatal Push on that. Let's Thoughtseize and see what's going on. Titan Azusa. I want to get rid of both of these cards, so we're going to do just that. We're going to get rid of you. And I don't love it, but, well, no, we're draining our life a lot here. So I'm not in love with Wooded Foothills for, like, Blood Crypt. I think we could do Bloodstained Mire for Blood Crypt. And then Foothills for Forest. Next turn I want to play Fatal Push and Bitter Blossom. Let's just go ahead and... we can get a swamp now, and then we can do whatever with this later. We'll see what we need to do. So they do get to attack us for quite a bit. For 2, and then deal 2 more to us. And then we fetch with the Foothills, and then we play the Bitter Blossom. So that it would come down when we were at 10. It's possible that I should have just left Azusa in their hand, but who knows. Alternatively, we can just start to get busy with Scavenging Ooze. Kind of like the sounds of that. Cast on the Ballista. Now I'll just get a Forest, I think. Not a ton that punishes us here. I mean, I don't know, Grim Lavamancer or something maybe, but well, here's a Thoughtseize. They didn't play anything, so I don't think they have anything worth taking. The only thing that they could have is Hornet Queen, though, which is a little scary. Don't think it's worth worrying too much about. Also, Bitter Blossom's kind of good against Hornet Queen. Okay. Radiant Fountain. That's good for us. Getting a lot of life, though. They can kind of keep bouncing it. K command. Sure. That's fine. Gemstone Mine comes back. I think I'm gonna Kolaghan's command on their draw step. Even if it's Summoner's Pact, it doesn't. They don't get to do anything cool. It was a growth chamber. Start eating some creatures and get our clock on. There are 2 more creatures to eat, which we will do right now. However, I think we're dead to a Titan. Well, no, there's no amulet in play. So we're actually kind of doing fine. Gemstone Mine doesn't do it for him. We can attack them for 8. So another burn spell or a land that adds red will kill them. Not that land that adds red. Alright. You got a shot. Kind of. Well, the Radiant Fountain would help if they were able to go for Titan and get back like a bounce land, bounce their Radiant Fountain back, and get a Colony Garden. But then we push the Colony Garden token, and then we Liliana. You're never safe against that deck. It's scary. Duress, yes. Damping Sphere, oh yeah. Blightnings come in, and Murderous Cut's just better than most of the other stuff. Fatal Push is pretty bad. They do have the little guy, though, but, not too concerned. We've got 4 cards that want to come out. Those are Bitter Blossom and, not the hugest Scavenging Ooze fan for this matchup. Come on, Damping Sphere. That's what I want to see. Ooh, man. This hand... I'm going to keep this hand because it is the nuts if we draw a land. If we draw a land, it is the nuts. If we don't, we still have a lot of action. That's not a land. So life could be better. Inquisition. Explosives, explosives, nothing. Some of the hands you see against this deck are just most outrageous things ever. Luckily for us, they can't play... Ooh, wow, they can play Amulet, so I guess they can play explosives for 2 now. Well, that's pretty good. Let's see if they want to. Yes, they do. Well, we know their hand. And it's Forest, Bajuka Bog, Sunholm. So, your turn. Okay. Bloodstained Mire. I think I'm actually just gonna Thoughtseize. You never know. Okay. Another forest. I guess, like, that's pretty loose, but, casting a 2-drop isn't really doing that much for us anyway. I kind of want to hope... What I'm hoping is that we draw a 3rd land right now, which is why I will not thin the deck. We didn't. That's okay. We're gonna go get a Blood Crypt. Our life total just, like, does not matter here. And let's play a Goyf. I feel like Goyf is the most likely to warrant an Engineered Explosives usage. They didn't do it there. It's possible that I should have played Inquisition instead of Thoughtseize there. That's an Obstinate Baloth. Okay. It's a good thing they didn't draw that. That's like actually another reason why we should have played the Inquisition. Okay, they bogged us. So... Tracker. Yeah, let's play Tracker. Sunhome is actually going to be a problem. Ancient Stirrings, okay. For Growth Chamber. They can Bajuka Bog themselves if they want to. So that's a little interesting. So there's the Sunhome. So that's a lot of damage. Alright, I think we just let this happen. My hope is that we draw another red source. That's not one, but it's pretty good. Make them sacrifice their creature. Yeah, Titan's gonna kill us pretty much no matter what here, so we're getting in. This was definitely a risk with this. I mean, we knew that our opponent, or we knew that we didn't have lands, and so it was pretty likely to get mana screwed here. But I don't know, we're not in too bad of shape. So they just bounced Bajuka Bog. So that's a little interesting. Okay, cool. I think we win now. Yeah. So, I guess I Inquisition. Oh, I can't. Damning Sphere. Duh. Okay. I'm going to. It's a little scary, but I'm going to not uptick Liliana. The reason is another Baloth is a problem for us. But if my opponent plays a Titan, then that's really bad. There's a Bog. Comes into play untapped because of Amulet. Okay. So now I feel pretty safe making everybody discard, except that the sphere makes it so that we can't I can't use Kolagon's command and Bolt at the same time. That's interesting. I think it's still going to be worth it. This Inquisition isn't doing anything here. Okay. No Moss on that. Let's see. I guess the plan is going to be to play a Goyf. We can't play Goyf and Ooze, so I might as well crack a Clue. So if we draw a land, we don't. Let's play a Goyf. Another explosives would be pretty good, but they already used 2. So I don't know if they have 3 of those or not. I don't know. Here comes a Hornet Queen. Okay. Well, here's where I wish I had my old friend Bitter Blossom. Let's see. How are we going to get through this? Let's play that. Let's discard the Ooze. No, I'm not going to discard Ooze. I'm going to discard Terminate. Yep. And then I'm going to Kolgon's command, deal 2, make my opponent discard a card. No, uh, they have no cards in hand. So let's play K command, destroy the amulet. Destroy an artifact. 2 damage to the queen. Alright. Now let's see where they send their bugs. Let's possible that I was actually just supposed to attack there, but let's see what happens. I guess alternatively I could have bolted on that turn. I could have bolted there and then draw step. Made them discard. Let's see what they want to do. One at me. I'm gonna bolt it. Done with that. I'll make you sacrifice a creature. So, because the good thing here is that even if they block, like we still have this ooze back, and we also have this raging ravine. But I don't really think attacking with raging ravine is the best thing to be doing right now. Let's sacrifice a clue. See what we draw. Might be able to get another clue out of it if we hit a land before we attack with both of these things and trade off. Huntmaster. Well, that's pretty solid. Yep. Gonna attack. That's all fine. Not the greatest, though. Excuse me. Let's just go ahead and eat a Hornet Queen right now. Your move. Walking Ballista would be pretty solid here. So hopefully they don't draw that. Tapping their mana awfully quick, like they drew a Titan of some sort. Okay. So what's scary is that they can go fetch, say, a Vesuva. I don't know, do they have like Reflecting Pool? Something to use for that, something good to do with that Boros Garrison. We've got a Sakura Tribe Scout. We've got a Tarmogoyf. We've got a Tarmogoyf, and we've got a Tireless Tracker. So I can actually get up to... not if they go get a Bajuka Bog. I can't get up to a 7/7 Ooze. Okay. Well, there's a Tarmogoyf. Don't think I'll be needing this Thoughtseize. I think we're playing the Huntmaster here. Because they didn't go get the right mana to activate Sunhome. So this will allow us to, correct? They can add either red or white here, but this just gets black, this just gets black, and this just adds green. So in order to activate Sunhome, well, they need to explore into plains, I guess? I don't know. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. Interesting they used a black mana. Will they attack? They will. Alright. So all they got was a gemstone mine and a... They got a gemstone mine and a Teleria West. Okay. Let's eat the scout. Go to blocks. Nope. I want to block. Block, block. Okay. Okay. Now they have enough mana to use Sun Home. But all they have is a 0/1. Looks like they have another creature now, though. Is this a Baloth? It's an obstinate Baloth. Okay. Quagmire's not great for us. We can play it and Tarmogoyf and tick up. I think that's probably our best bet. That's because they can Sun Home the Baloth. Yeah, they can Sun Home the Baloth, but they can't get through the Tarmogoyf if they do that. So I would very gladly block here, if I am allowed to. Yeah, so we can block here. They do get to kill our Liliana, which is a little unfortunate. No, they don't get to, actually, because it does not add trample. Okay. Azusa. Okay. Do I want to play another Huntmaster, or do I want to attack with Ravine and flip this Huntmaster? I think I want to attack with Ravine and flip this Huntmaster. I don't really see a reason to use Liliana, so I won't, because I'm about to use Huntmaster to kill Azusa here. Ancient Stirrings. Gonna go get a... Don't know. A Ballista would be pretty good. Simic Growth Chamber is okay because they can use it with Teleria West to go get a Titan. I'm gonna want to know how many Colony Gardens they've got left. That's gonna be something that's interesting here. Summoner's Pact. They don't have enough green to get a Hornet Queen. No, they do because of Gemstone Mine. Ooh. I think they might have just screwed themselves over because of the Damping Sphere. They can't cast anything this turn. I mean, they can, but it's going to cost 2 additional mana. So they can go get a Baloth. Yeah, they go get a Baloth. Okay. Okay. It's not the worst for them, but it's not great. Yeah, okay. Alright, alright, alright. That game was pretty close, all things considered. Um, the Damping Sphere really turned off their, like, super powerful draws, but the game got so late that, like, because we didn't have Damping Sphere out for a long time because of our lands, um, the game got so late that they have pretty close to inevitability going super, super long. But eventually it got there. It's just like a really tough card to play around because you forget when you're getting screwed over by the mana denial part. You forget about the like anti-storm thing too. So, but anyway, all right, that was round one. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, we're back. Round two. We won the die roll. We get to play first. Not my favorite, but I think I'm gonna keep it. We have Raging Ravine. Like I said earlier, I don't like keeping hands without threats, but Raging Ravine counts. Raging Ravine is a threat. So, let's see what we're up against here. We're up against a very good... No, a very bad humans draw. So, let's take the Meddling Mage. And the rest of their hand doesn't do anything. There's a vial. No shit. They are all the same art. Okay. It's good to check up on. Not doing much. Sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kolaghan's commands are pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and cast this on you right now. Okay. Let's keep this going. Everything's looking great. Phantasmal Image is not very good against Kolaghan's command. Neither is Aether Vial. Comes another Thalia. Okay. So what's funny is that I'm going to assume that they don't have a different 2-drop to play. Ooh, maybe they do. Freebooter. Bad news for you, friend. It's like all just a million copies of the same card. I'm going to actually hit the Freebooter instead of the Thalia because I don't want them to have something that they can Phantasmal Image. Yeah, sure. I don't know why I skipped my main phase there. Just gonna go get Swamp. Or, Forest, I mean. And we're gonna deal 2, and we're gonna destroy this artifact. The reason is, if we make them discard a card instead, all they're going to do is discard an Aether Vial with no counters on it instead of one with 2 counters on it. So, don't want any of that. So, they've actually drawn pretty well, all things considered. Vial... the Vial, which costs extra mana because of Thalia. So they have 1 Vial left. A Lairgoyf. Okay. So if their last, if the card that we don't know about is the card we don't know about is a Mantis Rider, and they top deck a land, then this is not good for us. But that's kind of not gonna be, I don't know, too likely of an occurrence. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go get a mountain, sure. Let's go destroy an artifact and make you discard. They discarded a Restoration Angel. Okay. Then we'll play a Quagmire. Then we'll play a Tarmogoyf. And then we'll make them discard a card. All these 2-for-1s have been really good. Kolaghan's Command, Liliana. So there goes the Phantasmal Image. So we have Liliana on 2 ready to go for whatever they play. This could be our Mantis Rider problem right here, though. Reflector Mage, okay. So what's good about that? Perfect, okay. Well, you're going to sacrifice a creature, and then we're going to attack you with Raging Ravine. So, yeah. So now we can just play 2 Tarmogoyfs next turn. They're both 6/7s. And it puts them on a pretty short clock. They just said go. This might be a freebooter. Nope. How about a Goyf? How about another Goyf? Could have played Huntmaster instead. Wasn't too interested in it. They've conceded from the game. Sounds good. In comes Pyroclasm, Jund Charm, Murderous Cut, Engineered Explosives. What I do like about this is that it's really tough to play around with Meddling Mage. Out. What have I been doing for this? Oh, Thoughtseizes and Inquisition. Don't really want the Blightnings or the Baloths or the Damping Spheres or any of that stuff, so yep. Gonna do this. This one's pretty sketchy, but we've got 2 really good cards. Could definitely backfire, but I think I'm gonna keep it. Opponent's going to 6. Ancient Ziggurat into Champion of the Parish. Right on schedule. So what do I want to see here? I want to see Meddling Mage. That would be perfect. This also is fine. As long as they don't have another... I mean, they wouldn't. Okay. Just play in the swamp in case we draw another red source next turn so we can Liliana. Pyroclasm was pretty sweet right there. I'm going to go ahead and play a Tireless Tracker. It's not the greatest if they have a Dismember, but I think it's okay. Like, I could have held up mana. Oh, they have Ancient Ziggurat, so they can't Dismember it. Okay, well, opponent's had enough of that. Yeah, fair enough. Pyroclasm, pretty good card. Opponent had some awkward hands, but the humans deck has awkward hands all the time. Like Aether Vial is terrible, and like I don't know, it's just a really weird deck. And sometimes it curves out super well, and you can't beat it. And other times it's just like a bunch of really dorky, stupid creatures and bad cards to go along with them. So whatever. Anyway, let's keep it going for round three. Okay, we're back for round number three. I don't think we're keeping this hand. This hand seems okay though. I don't think I want that card. I think I want a third land. Let's see what we're up against. A Scalding Tarn strategy. Okay. Scalding Tarn for Blood Crypt. This looks a lot like Grixis Death's Shadow. Nope. Looks a lot like Hollow One. And we're in some trouble. Already in some trouble here. They didn't discard anything good, and they also didn't have any copies of Hollow One to cast. So that's good. I gotta imagine they've got a Gurmag Angler, though. Because I don't know what else could be in their hand. Okay. Yep. Good old Burning Inquiry. Drew us into 3 non-lands, discarded our one of our only 2 lands. And I think that like if we have a black source here, we're in commanding position. Because our opponent doesn't seem to be doing anything else. Like if we're allowed to Dreadbore there and then get an Ooze or a Goyf happening, then we're in very, very good shape. Ugh. Alright. So we're going to discard Bitter Blossom. I'm going to guess 2 Blood... Okay, yeah, 2 Flame Lake Phoenixes. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Really great card. The old Burning Inquiry. Really fun times. Like, I don't understand why you would print that card. Alright, we lose. Congrats. I just don't understand why that card exists. Like, why? What did what did we accomplish here? We accomplished that the top what 8 more cards in my library were non-lands. Wow. Okay. Let's begin sideboarding here. Jund Charm I like, Murderous Cut I like, Obstinate Baloth I like, and Nile Spellbomb I like. I dislike Liliana of the Veil. It can be. It's got to be really tough to try and get off a Liliana to actually make them sacrifice one of their big creatures. Colgun's Command is cool. Um, I think that Bitter Blossom is probably great. I'm not in love with Lightning Bolt. But I suppose it's probably better than Fatal Push. And then Lavamancer just eats a bolt and kind of sucks, so... Yeah, let's give that a try. Burning Inquiry away my only black source. My only other land. And then we would have just completely steamrolled them. They didn't do anything. They play like a single 5/5, and it was only good because we randomly discarded our only land. Yep. Hand's great. Let's keep. A little scary, but I'm actually. Nah, I'm gonna get a blood crypt. I don't want to lose my. I don't want to lose this Bloodstain Mire to a Burning Inquiry. I guess I could also just take any Burning Inquiries that I see, but Goblin Lore, Burning Inquiry, Flame Blade Adept. And I have a Bolt. They have a Bolt. Take the Burning Inquiry, or do I let them run back to the... I don't know. I kind of just want to get rid of this Flame Blade Adept. God, this deck sucks so bad. I don't know. Like, maybe I shouldn't have taken that, but I really want to get down one of my 2-drop threats next turn. They're both going to be, like, super good. That is, if either of them are still in my hand. Oh, did we draw into any? Hollow one, yeah. And we lost our Kolaghan's Command. Okay, great. Luckily, we have a Tarmogoyf. So let's go ahead and get that squared away. Yeah, we want Overgrown Tomb. Yes, we want Untapped. Okay. So they can actually shrink it down via Gurmag Angler, which sucks for us. By that I mean shrink down our Tarmogoyf through the Delve mechanic. I'm happy with this. That's great. That is great news. Sure. You got it. Burning Inquiry. Didn't want those cards. Don't worry about it. Hey, look at you. Okay. Is there anything in the graveyard that I actually want to get rid of? A Bloodghast. Yes. So, problem is I can't actually ooze it yet, but whatever. It's not like I'm gonna do any other plays than this. We actually know that they still have one copy of Goblin Lore. We know that because they had two when we looked at their hand earlier. They played the Burning Inquiry, they played the Street Wraith. One Goblin Lore has been discarded, one Bolt has been discarded, and they played the Blackleaf Cliffs. So we know that they have a Goblin Lore. So, I mean, that's probably what they're doing this turn. Another Bolt, though. That's not good for us. Okay. Well, here's where it really would have been nice to have the lands that I actually had in my hand. Alright, okay. I'm gonna bolt this thing, I guess. Yeah, sure. Um, do I really care what their last card is? No, I don't think so. I guess I could have not bolted and then, well, I mean, ideally I was going to draw a land there and slam this Huntmaster. I guess it's possible that it's Gurmag Angler. Okay, well that works for me. Oh, I can return Scavenging Ooze and deal 2 damage, huh? I like that, actually. I like that a lot. I think there's a Demogorgon outside my house. Okay, well, anyway. Uh, yeah, sorry. F6. Don't worry, I'm just about to go into the... Fatal Push. Yeah, get out of here. So, which one do I do? Flame Wake, Phoenix, or Bloodghast? I think I take away, right now, a Flame Wake Phoenix. There's 2 of them in the graveyard. Let's see what our opponent draws. Faithless Looting. Great. You have to discard both cards. So now we can hit Flame Blade. Now we can hit them all. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Bloodghast. Yes, please. I think I'll still just... They did not have another copy of Faithless Looting yet. So we'll take the Flame Wakes out. I can beat a single Bloodghast. Bloodghast can't block. Let's get rid of this Faithless Looting. Like, I'm not too concerned if they you know, draw a land and Bloodghast comes back. It's like, ooh, whatever. This is just an incredibly stupid deck. Did they find Big Game Hunter? Nope, they found a land. Yeah, dude, that's why I got rid of your other thing, remember? Okay. Well, that's silly now. Let's take out all of your creatures. And attack for 8, I guess? Or you could just attack for 6 and play Huntmaster. That's probably better. See, those creatures aren't, like, doing anything. And I want some insurance against... I don't know, stuff. What's it called? Big Game Hunter. Okay. Opponent has had enough. They decided to discard their whole deck and they didn't win. Weird. Yep. I don't think... I think Duress is probably fine on the play, but on the draw it's probably pretty bad. We're going to run it back. Getting that Ooze is actually super clutch. The Kolaghan's command for the Ooze. That was pretty good. The reason I have Jun Charm in here is to exile their graveyard. I don't even know if that's really worth it, but dealing 2 to everything also might be worthwhile. Can't argue with this. Because who knows what our hand will actually be. Okay, that's fine. Um, let's see what they got. They don't have Inquiry, and they don't have Faithless Looting. If they only have Goblin Lore, then we can just snag it right here and, like, pretty much win the game. They have 2 copies of Goblin Lore. Let's take one, I guess. There goes a Street Wraith, there goes a Mountain, there goes a Goblin Lore, and they discarded nothing that we knew about. Alright, well, there you go. I think I'm just gonna use a Nile Spellbomb here. Right? Yeah, that's definitely right. To do that, I will play this, target you. Pay 1 to draw a card. Okay, command is pretty good. Okay, cool. So they didn't have anything good in their graveyard, any Flame Blade or Flame Wakes or anything like that, but still probably worth it. Here comes another Goblin Lore. What do you know? Stomping Ground for ooze and eating something seems pretty good. Alternatively, we could play a Tarmogoyf. Problem is that ooze is pretty bad against Lightning Bolt right now, whereas Tarmogoyf is not. They both could die to Fatal Push anyway. Also, like, ooze doesn't, like, do anything at the moment. It just eats a Gurmag Angler. What I would love is our opponent to, like, do something ridiculous and then play. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I take my 1. You got me. What could possibly be going on in your hand, friend? There's a Fatal Push. We're gonna get a Stomping Ground. I would love for them to play a Hollow 1 so we can deal 2 to the Adept and kill the Artifact. But it doesn't look like that's happening. So here comes our attack. Fully expecting Fatal Push? No? Alright, fine. What are you doing? Bolt. Well, they should have bolted me, but they didn't. So it means I get to take it for free. And then let's play a Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, okay, it gets +1, +0. Sure. You got it. How about this thing? Your turn. Mountain, Bloodstained Mire, Hollow 1. Probably this is going to be a full retail Hollow 1. We're going to take some damage. Flame Blade. Okay. Well, that's a little scary. Those things add up. I do want to kill him. I think if they don't block, they lose. I think we are gonna make us discard and deal 2 damage to them. And we're gonna discard this Bitter Blossom. It's gonna make Tarmogoyf a 7/8, and that should be lethal. Okay, well, that was fun. Good game. Fucking weird shit. I hate this deck. Alright, we're back. This is round 4. We are on the draw. We are not going to keep this. This is a mulligan. This hand looks great, though. Absolutely. Um, that might actually be good. We're going to leave that on top. There's also Hamburger Jung. There's always a chance that they're playing Goblin Guide, too, so... Nope. Well, now I kind of wish I hadn't kept it on top. There's a Blooming Marsh. Our hand is pretty solid, but... Grim Lavamancer's kind of useless in this matchup. They took Inquisition, which is interesting. We're going to go get a Blood Crypt so that we can get a Forest with this one. Okay. I really don't feel like playing this Ooze is actually like a way that we're winning the game. So I'm just not gonna. Hmm. It's a little interesting that they didn't want their land untapped for Death Shadows. But now I guess they can do whatever they want. Now they're going right down to 10. Liliana, the Last Hope. Well, that's pretty good. Yep. Okay. Let's play this thing, and we're just going to go ahead. I mean, I could Thoughtseize. Don't really see us... Well, I guess it would have played around Tassiger and Grimeg Angler. I think I just want to get this thing up to a 3/3, get out of Kolaghan's command range. Shrink my Ooze. Go to 8. This looks like a Grimag Angler. Yep. Let's Thoughtseize. Okay. Joke's on you. It's probably what it would have taken anyway. A TBR and a Snapcaster Mage. I think I just take the Snapcaster. I don't love it though. And eat the Snapcaster. Hiya! Sure. I guess I should not be F6'd right now. I don't know if I am F6'd, but... I don't think I want to do anything about that. Yep. Let's see if they get in for 10 here. Be interesting. I don't know what the right play is. It might be. Just be like, well, good job. I mean, I could play Liliana and, like, I don't know. I could have a removal spell here and then be like, well, yeah. Pretty much what we needed. Pretty much what we needed here. So let's attack Liliana. Hello. What's cool is that they don't have any creatures in their graveyard. Ooze is kind of making sure that's how it stays, but... So, we would be dead to a bolt, because I have no intention in blocking here. I don't know how many bolts they actually even play. Nope. They choose not to Temur Battle Rage. Shrink a wolf. Play a Death Shadow. Okay. This can hit Planeswalkers. The Death Shadow. It is a 5/5. We're going to target the Shadow. Let's see what they do here. Well, they didn't use Liliana. Okay. Oh, I think we are dead. Oh, why didn't I use Inquisition? I didn't use Inquisition. Maybe I should have. I wanted to flip here. I think if I go like this... Yeah. I think I needed to suck it up and just Inquisition there. Trample over. And I can only gain 1 life. And then it tramples over for 8. Man, I don't know that I was really in a good spot. Like, they had to draw the fetch land to kill us there. But I don't know if I was actually, like, in a good spot if I Inquisition. because I really wanted that to flip and just have like a lot of blockers ready to go. Okay. Baloths. Yes, please. Murderous Cut. Yep. Nile Spellbomb. Yeah. We want to take out the Inquisitions. And the bolts are bad too. And so are the Grim Lavancers. So let's let's bring in a couple more Inquisitions. Kind of interested in Jund Charm. Kind of interested in trying that out. Not exactly sure what to cut for it, but um, getting rid of a graveyard isn't that great. But they also usually bring in Young Pyromancer, so it's really good there. I'm just gonna go ahead with this. Sure. Yeah, this hand actually looks fantastic. There is that Young Pyromancer. Thought Scour, Bolts, Young Pyromancer. I'll take the Pyromancer. What I really, really want to have happen is I'm going to play this Bitter Blossom. Ah, drew Thoughtseize. Dang. Maybe I can, I guess I don't really know why I played the Forest instead of the Swamp. That was probably bad. What I really want is for my opponent to Thoughtseize me and hit Obstinate Baloth. Too bad I drew my own Thoughtseize. That's too bad. Island. Sure. You got a stocked graveyard and absolutely nothing going on. Okay. Your turn. A Gurmag or a Tasker would be super good. Although, I mean, super good is kind of relative considering that we have this Baloth. Yeah, I know you had Lance. And then you drew another one. Congrats. You weren't actually dead. I don't know. I don't think they were in that bad a position. Um, I don't think there's too much I want to do here. Just gonna go ahead and submit. This is the matchup where I wish I had more Fatal Push. Um, but this used to be the best deck in the format, and now it's like very much fallen off. So not really much. I mean, I don't really plan for this deck. I have an understanding of how to play against it and like just a plan, like a sideboard plan that works out for me. But as far as like constructing the deck, I don't really have Grixis Death Shadow in mind anymore. I definitely used to. I'm just going to take the Serum Visions because I don't really care about these removal spells. I think next turn I'll probably, well, next turn I'll have 2 mana and Nile Spellbomb and nothing else to do with it, so I will almost certainly be just casting it and cracking it. Did you have Serum Visions? Anyway. They used the Tarn for that. It's a lot of lands. I'm not going to say I'm super thrilled. I'm going to use the Nile Spellbomb on their upkeep. I guess I don't really have a reason why I would or wouldn't do that, but I'm going to. Bitter Blossom's a nice one. Ooh. Delta. Okay. Going to 9. Pot Scour. Pot Scour. Grimag Angler? Murgle. Wouldn't mind drawing a Terminate or a Dreadbore or a Liliana right now. So use the Delta, we know about that. Fair enough. I am going to use that right away, by the way, too. We're going to go to Swamp with Verdant Catacombs. No Goyfs that we've drawn yet, so pretty happy just nuking this thing. Don't care about our graveyard at all. I mean, we'll probably just draw... We'll probably draw Tarmogoyf next turn, but whatever. Sorry. Sorry I could not be of more help with your Inquisition plan. Mountain seems fine. If I had another force, I would have actually gotten that instead, but I think we're fine here. Now we know their hand is Dismember and Fatal Push, and one other thing that we don't know about. Interesting that they didn't want to cast any of those. It was a Bolt. What have you got happening over there? I guess it's possible I should have attacked first, because they can just use their removal now, but... So I'm actually going to take Temur Battle Rage, because the only way that we lose this game is by a Temur Battle Raged up Death Shadow or whatever. Like, other than that, we just pretty much got this on lock, so... It's a good one. Certainly a good one. Which one did they use? They used Push, so their hand is Dismember. So they can make a token whenever they feel. I don't think I want to play that. It's always close. It's always a close decision. To play the other Bitter Blossom or not. I think I will. I think we're going to attack with one Fairy Rogue. Leave two back as blockers. Another Pyromancer. Ooh, man, I'm glad I did it now. Well, that's not going to work out too well for me. So they're going to dismember a token. They're going to attack me for... One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm going to take two, go to three. This isn't great. If I attack with all three, it really puts a strain on their mana because that last card is Dismember. Also, now I can Inquisition it. Okay. So this worked out. This worked out great. F6. I got nothing. Bring it on. I am going to double block here. I am going to block both of these. I understand that I could... kill them next turn if I don't, but, like... I think it's a pretty bad idea to try and, like, let any of these things live. And we're bolting me. Okay. I go to 6. I think that's the right number to attack with. Plus we got this Ravine rolled up. We're safe against Lightning Bolt. I usually don't press enter over here until they actually concede, but okay, there we go. Conceded from the game. Bitter Blossom, too good versus mid-range. Yeah, it is. It's really good. That's why I play it. You should too. Alright. Yeah, what are we now? I don't know. Whatever. I think we got one more round left. Alright. Here we are, round 5. We're 4-0. And we're mulliganing. And we're still mulliganing. And this hand is great. This hand is fantastic. Nope. It really does help us out with a lot of the things we could draw, actually. So I think I will leave it on top. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Okay. OGT, paying 2, Inquisition. No more spells. Alright, cool. No more spells. Hopefully they don't draw any spells for the rest of the game and then we win. That's our plan. They've decided to name humans. That's a spell. That's not good for us anymore. Fine, I'll take the damage. I don't like it. No. No, green. Here's a timer wave. Haha. Look at my big creature. No more spells, please. Sure. No one drop. Just say go. Yes. That's not good. How about a timer wave? Your turn. This sucks. Kept the land on top, and then drew two more lands. That's bad. Oh, that's not good either. All right, all right. We are not in too bad a shape because we can double block the champion of the parish if we want. What do you think about Tarmogoyfs? Go ahead and play the swamp. Still don't feel like I want to attack. Vile. I'm not even doing a good job over here of this stuff. I think they've played all the cards that we know about. Raging Ravine, sure. Please draw a Liliana of the Veil. Or maybe a Huntmaster of the Fells. Sure. Or a Fatal Push. Or a Raging Ravine, you say. Alright. Still in this holding pattern. That's what they call it on coverage. Holding patterns when you mulligan to 5 and draw 3 Tarmogoyfs and 7 lands. Hey, look at you! You sacrifice a creature. Haha. I guess alternatively I could have made them discard a card, but that just kind of doesn't seem very good. I guess I should play this land. Probably going to draw Tireless Tracker next turn. But we'll see. 2 mana. Phantasmal Image. It's Athalia's Lieutenant. Okay. Alright, let's see what they do with this attack here. At me? So, we're like dead to Reflector Mage if we block. I think we're doing it though. Okay. 2-drop. 2-drop human is that's also pretty bad, but not the worst. Because we still kill the champion of the parish. We have a gigantic army on the other side. I find it fascinating that they only attacked with that one creature. Everybody discards. Don't draw any more good stuff, please. Can we just be done drawing good things? Just draw bad things from now on, please. What are we doing here? Thalia's Lieutenant at my dome. I don't feel like I want to throw away a Raging Ravine, so I think we're taking 7. I don't like it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. But that's what we're gonna do. I see. I see what you did there. You played a freebooter. And, well, I'm gonna make you sacrifice. Sure. So what's good about that is that it makes our timer go for 4-5. So we turn on the jams with our silly Raging Ravine here. And we block. Not a good draw. What have you got over there, friend? Thalia. Really, really surprised by some of these plays. Okay. So we aren't dead on board, but we might as well be. Because it would have been really tough for me to get into a scenario where I can actually, like, block that Thalia's Lieutenant with the Tarmogoyf and eat it. Because the Lieutenant is turning into a 5-5. So we actually have to jump both of these things. So that's why we're not winning this game. Oh, humans. Okay. The fourth Tarmogoyf. Darn. Okay, Pyroclasm, yes. Stun Charm, yes. Murderous Cut, yes. Engineered Explosives, yes. Thoughtseize, no. Thoughtseize, no. Thoughtseize, no. And Inquisition, no. Yep. I'd like to experiment with Blightning, actually, in this matchup, but I'm not going to do it right now. On the play, like, if you can get out ahead and then just Blighting the rest of their hand away, it's just, like, super good 2-for-1. Hand looks fantastic. Alright, Jund. Let's Jund him out. Give him the Jund! I would. Vile, Freebooter, Meddling Mage, Thalia, Necromancer. Well, what's interesting about this is that all of those creatures cost 2 mana, which is really good with the old Engineered Explosives. Problem is that they're going to take it with the Freebooter, or they're going to name it with the Meddling Mage, and also my stuff costs 2. You can also just take Aether Vial. You can also just take Zathra Necromancer. I think most of these cards are pretty legitimate choices. I think I'm just going to take the Vial so that they can't do anything on turn 1. Get ahead on tempo a little bit. That worked out perfectly. Sometimes it's not your day. Let's do a forest, basic forest. I guess that making the ooze into a 3/3 is kind of a consideration. That, like, there are no creatures in graveyards right now. Yeah. Cut is pretty good. I don't mind that. Um, Best play might just be Tireless Tracker. I actually do have enough mana to just straight up Murderous Cut the Thalia. I think we need to get explosives into play right now. I think it's actually really important. Um, the Freebooter and Meddling Mage combo is going to be really tough for us if we don't. Okay. Could handle that with the Murderous Cut. Let's take a look at their hand. We know they have Freebooter, Necromancer, and Meddling Mage. Okay. Taking the damage. That's an interesting one. Very interesting. Alright. Yeah, I'll attack with you. Sure. Hmm. Nope, not using the vial. That's cool. That is good for us. Now here comes Necromancer. And I think that we respond. I'm going to respond by fetching a mountain. Yeah, a mountain. And now I'll just Murderous Cut. That thing, right? Should not have attacked with a fairy. Should not have attacked with a fairy here. Because that would force them to play another creature. Let's block. really interesting game here. Cut here. Another tracker. Not especially great. However, the thing is we've got this engineering explosives on 2, so I'm not really in love with playing the scavenging ooze. But it will like force the issue on them playing their stuff. But I'm also not in love with them pumping up their champion in the parish. So I think we hold back. We'll force them to use... Well, that kind of changes things. We'll force them to... The idea was to force them to commit another creature. There's a lot of damage coming in now. Being stuck on lands has not been great here for us. I think the way that we win this game is by Jund Charm somehow. So killing off this zombie isn't really that big of a deal for me right now. I'm doing it this way because I don't want them to cast a 2-drop. They can't use their mana on a 2-drop right now. So on end step, we'll blow the explosives. Didn't do anything with Freebooter there. Still no lands, so we're in a lot of trouble. Like, I could have said go, but we're like in a ton of trouble if they just also pass the turn. So now we lose our Jund Charm. I think I played this game pretty wrong. But we didn't have a lot of options that would have worked, and this is no, it's not a Reflector Mage. So that's gonna be on Tracker. Pushes champion to a 5/5. It's gonna attack me for 6 because of the Hierarch. Ah, jeez, now we're facing lethal. Did not work out for us. Ooh, that's actually interesting. Not that we can do much. No, there's a 4-drop. Alright. Well, humans remains a problem, but we did pretty well there. Yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of got unlucky, but that'll happen. They're definitely very punishing of bad draws if you stumble on lands or if you mulligan a bunch, but that's okay. We did all right, And yeah, 4-1. So can't complain with that. Deck felt pretty good. Like up and down. It all worked out pretty good. So I'm liking it. This is great. Thanks for watching, everybody, and tune in for more Jund, Burn, maybe some Hearthstone, maybe some other stuff. And go ahead and subscribe if you like it, and maybe check out my blog. It's at jundlife.blogspot.com. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.